What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Big Cool Entertainment, and today I'm back with another Walking Dead video. And in today's video, I would like to discuss Carl and the expectations for him in upcoming season 7. As you all know, with the introduction of Negan, also comes an interesting time for Carl, who becomes more badass, and we could kind of see that. In last week's season finale, where he was talking to his dad Rick, telling him that he would not let what happened to Denise happen to anybody else. And ever since the moment where he got his eye shot out, although we didn't see it instantly, the anger is kind of boiling inside of him, and he kind of is going to start to battle with his morals, because Rick has always instilled in him that you want to be a good person, do things the right way. Although Rick has kind of fallen off of that at times throughout the series, understandably so, and sometimes not understandably so. But him, meaning Carl, is gonna continue to grow. He's 16, 17, and he's gonna battle himself. He's gonna battle whether he should show moral restraint and show remorse for people, or should he just be, gung-ho happy, shooting anybody that he feels is a threat without thinking it through. And his relationship with Negan in the comic book is very interesting. Negan is fond of Carl, and Carl is, I don't want to say he's fond of Negan, because he it's kind of like I think Carl looks at him as a frenemy. He sometimes considers him a friend, but most of the time he looks at him as an enemy. I mean, maybe he sees similarities of himself and Negan, and I know Negan sees similarities of himself and Carl. But he hurt Carl's feelings when he made the joke about, Carl's eye. And he's still young and sensitive to that, because he's used to having 2 eyes, and now he's only having 1. So you're going to be sensitive to anything like that, and understandably so. But I think Carl is going to develop into the young man that people are waiting to see at this point, or, at the point of when Negan was introduced in the comic books. The badass Carl, the one who shoots first and asks questions later, who really is now approaching, being a man. Rick was always able to reel him in, so to speak. But now that Rick is going to encounter things, and I don't want to spoil anything for people who hasn't, really checked up on the comic book series, but Rick in the series gets his hand cut off. I don't know if that'll happen in the television series, so it might be something else they do to him to kind of handicap him, so to speak, that forces him to fall back and not be able to fight. That's probably down the line later, second half of season 7, season 8, but it's going to force Carl to be more of the leader, more of the man. You got to be able to make smart decisions and be able to be accountable for everything that he decides to do, good and bad. And Rick, it's getting up there in age, and it comes to the point where, Carl, let's face it, he is the heir apparent to Rick. He's his only son, oldest child, and Carl's going to have a lot of responsibility to not only protect Rick when it comes down to it, but his baby sister Judith, who he loves so much, great big brother, and all the other people he cared for. So although you'll have Michonne there, and Maggie, and maybe Daryl and Glenn, however it plays out, to kind of be in his ear to try to give him some advice and kind of hold him back at times, at the end of the day, he's going to be battling himself and how to, balance his moral stance with the world that they're living in. And you also have Negan, who he really despises, but kind of respects a little bit. And they, like I said, they grow fond of each other. So you're going to have Negan maybe trying to get inside of his head. And you're going to have, Rick trying to, keep him to maintain focus on how he was brought up. And it's going to cause a lot of confliction. I think that it's going to be great for Chandler Ridge to, finally shed that good boy image. Although at times throughout the series we've seen him when he shot the guy, the other teenager from the governor's people, without thinking. That was a sign of, like, he has it in him to be a cold-blooded killer. And like Negan said in the season finale, he's like the future serial killer. And Carl does possess that, but overall I think Carl is a good guy. But now that the longer you go in this type of world, the crazier it gets, the more it messes with you mentally, emotionally, obviously physically. You lose so many loved ones, you get injured, losing your eye. Carl has been shot twice. I mean, he was shot way back in season 2, and he had his eye shot out in the No Way Out mid-season premiere this year. So he's been through a lot. Lost his mother, his father. People gonna look at him like he got them in this situation with Negan, but I think that Carl is gonna develop nicely. He's gonna become a savage. It's gonna be entertaining to see the edgy Carl, and I think Chandler Riggs is gonna do a great job portraying that. And I can't wait to see it play out on the screen. I think that we're in for a big shock and a big enjoyment of how Chandler Riggs portrays this part of Carl Grimes, the badass, don't take shit from anybody. And plus, he's gonna maybe his relationship with Enid develops. He's gonna start exploring with the sex and all kind of things. So he's definitely taking that next phase in his character in his life as a young man, and it's definitely gonna be entertaining to see. So leave your thoughts in the comment section about this video. What are your thoughts on and expectations for Carl in season 7? Do you think he'll be the savage that he came to be, that he has come to be in the comics? And not to say that he's always a savage and like Negan, but he's definitely edgier and less forgiving while maintaining some of that. But like I said, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments in the comment section below, and let me know what you think. Until next time, I'm out.